Formative assessment functions as a component of a comprehensive assessment system. In a comprehensive system, different assessments provide information to educators for the range of decisions they need to make in support of student learning. The ultimate goal of learning is to meet college and career-ready standards at each grade level. Student achievement of the standards is assessed by the end-of-the-year assessments that are administered in each state. Educators use other assessments to provide information about how learning is progressing toward the standards. Interim or benchmark assessments give educators information about how well students are meeting medium-term goals on the way to standards. Classroom summative assessments, for example, or end-of-the-unit assessments help teachers and students to know if they have met the goal of the unit. Another way to think about the assessments in a comprehensive system comes from Dylan William, who suggests the idea of assessment cycles that cover different chunks of, and each cycle provides information at varying levels of detail. Annual assessments are long cycle assessments. They cover a year's worth of learning and provide a large grain size of information about student achievement relative to the standards. Interim or benchmark and end-of-unit assessments are medium cycle and address intermediate goals on the way to meeting standards. They cover a shorter period of instruction than long cycle assessments and provide more detail about student learning. Results from interim assessments provide periodic snapshots of student learning throughout the year. Formative assessment is short cycle assessment. Evidence of learning is gathered day by day from a variety of sources during ongoing instruction for the purpose of moving learning forward to meet short-term goals. For example, the lesson goals. All the chunks of learning covered in the 3 assessment cycles, regardless of size, should be connected together in a clear progression of learning. Essentially, each learning chunk is made up of the sub-goals of the next larger chunk. For example, small chunks of learning occurring over a lesson or several lessons should be connected to the larger chunk of a unit. The larger chunk of a unit connected to the chunk of learning that takes place over a quarter, and the even larger chunks of quarterly learning need to connect to the ultimate goals, the state standards. In this course, we will be focusing on formative assessment as a process that teachers and students use as part of ongoing teaching and learning. Formative assessment as a process consists of 4 core practices: creating clear learning goals and success criteria, eliciting and interpreting evidence of learning while it is developing, responsive pedagogical action, student involvement through peer and self-assessment.